Hello, and welcome to the gameplay tutorial for The Working Dead. As our work week begins, we meet our contestants. They are Steve, Andy, Jesse, and Neil. Steve begins the work week by drawing a card from the deck. He has drawn the Finally Friday card. He is unable to play this card at this time, but it will come in handy towards the end of the game. Also lurking within his hand is the Monday morning card. This is required to start your work week. Steve places the card on his cubicle. It is now Andy's turn. He draws a card. It is a coworker card. He cannot play the coworker card at this time because he does not have a Monday morning card. However, he notices the card belongs to Inhuman Resources, Neil's department, so he asks if he could trade it for a Monday morning card. And Neil agrees. The trade is always done face down. Andy receives a Monday morning card and places it in his cubicle. It is now Jesse's turn. Jessie draws a card. She also has drawn a coworker. She has a Monday morning card, so she places it somewhat smugly, you might say, on her cubicle. It is now Neil's turn. Neil is a very confident player. He draws a coworker. He also has in his hand a Monday morning card, so he places it. Everyone has started the work week, and this is what their hands look like at the end of round 1. As round 2 begins, Steve is frustrated. He has no coworkers in his hand, and therefore cannot make any money at this time. He draws a card. It is a zombie attack card, not useful to him at this time. He questions if anyone would be likely to make a trade. He has a rather valuable card, a loyalty card. Jesse agrees to a trade, but plans to slip him a policy card instead of a coworker. And Steve discovers he's been screwed. He still has to play a card. Therefore, that zombie attack card came in handy after all. And he draws. He plays a coworker. He is now making money. Jessie draws. She has drawn a working hard card, which allows her to get rid of the zombie attack. It is late in the game, and the thin veneer of trust between these tireless combatants has been worn away to reveal layer upon layer of suspicion and paranoia beneath. With the end of the work week swiftly approaching, Steve contemplates his endgame strategy. He draws a card. It is a zombie attack card. He uses this card to attack Andy, who responds with a violent gesture of physical dominance. Andy draws a card. He has drawn the Finally Friday card. He's very pleased by this, because as he points out himself, he is close to winning this game. But at first he has a little zombie attack problem to take care of. Luckily, he has a working hard card, which allows him to clear off the zombie menace. Unfortunately, this costs him his lowest paid coworker. It is now Jesse's turn. Jessie has proven herself to be quite a ruthless player so far in the game. And she doesn't disappoint this time as she plays the corporate propaganda card. This card allows her to clear away the zombie attack and also requires her opponents to give her their lowest paid unprotected coworker card. It looks like Jessie is amassing quite a fortune for herself, thanks to her sneaky, cutthroat ways. Another benefit of the corporate propaganda card is taking another turn, and she has drawn another corporate propaganda card. Unfortunately, she can't play 2 of these in a row, so she opts to play a loyalty card to protect one of her coworkers. It is now Neil's turn. The earlier confidence he displayed has all but evaporated from his demeanor. He tries to decide if he should play this policy card. Oh, should I do it, he wonders. Should I? I don't know. Then he realizes the card would require him to lose all of his employees. Instead, he opts for a different policy card that would only make him sacrifice one employee. Good job, Neil. Smart move. As Steve begins his turn, he has revenge on his mind. He is tired of his sweet, docile nature being used against him whenever he and his friends get together for game night. He uses the Backstabber card and liberates one of his co-workers from the clutches of the nefarious Jess. The tension rises as Andy draws a card. He makes the conservative play of a man who considers himself to be the frontrunner. Jessie draws a card. She has drawn another corporate propaganda card. One might think she would play it, but no, Jessie has another trick up her sleeve. The Finally Friday card has been played. It's finally Friday, and the players begin to add up their co-workers to see how much money they've earned. But first they must deal with any policy cards they hold in their hand and follow the instructions, which often require them to lay people off before they are counted towards their total. As the others count up, Steve studies the rules to figure out why he is so terrible at this game. To add insult to injury, Jess plays the shady accounting card. This allows her to once again steal the lowest unprotected co-worker from each of her opponents. "Give me that card," she says to Steve. "Give it to me now." And he does. Declared the winner, Jess allows herself a modest celebration, and Steve vows never to play this game again.